ready for some football?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thick and Thin Sports Cast with your hosts, Nate Hanks and Travis Watson. We're here to talk all things sports and just have a good time. Listener beware, there may be some adult language. Now, let's get to the show!
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey, buddy!
Going.
Are you with me, buddy? Hey, guys, what's going on?
Oh, not
Can
too
you see
much.
me now?
I can see you now.
Good.
What is going on? I feel like it's been so long since we've done a show.
It has been a couple of days. Last week I had
It's been a few weeks.
a ton of work that I had to get done because I needed to get the project out. And I finally got it out Friday morning, thank God. And
I'm
so
proud of you.
we finally were able to get this done because this work has slowed down. Thank God.
Just in time for
Nice.
Friday and the weekend where we all get to still shelter in place and not enjoy the weekend.
Well, waking up this morning, the snow was not part of the
Oh
deal.
my God, that was straight bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
woke up and
Change to the
what
fresh
fuck
snow.
is this?
I'm like, it is April 16th. Why? Why are we having snow?
Because we live in the great section of the U.S. called New England.
So global warming, apparently this pandemic has been turned around to global icing.
2020 is just pulled its big veiny dick out and just pissed on everything that we know and love.
Oh yeah, it has. It's like, oh, you guys thought it was spring? Screw you. You
Yeah.
forgot what time where we are.
Oh, so pissed.
Come on, what fun would it be if
If we actually,
if we had normal spring weather?
I know. No, we have to
Dude,
stay at home. We don't get to do anything.
Yeah, come on, it's still wintertime, right? You can't go out and really do anything. You're stuck at home.
It might as well be.
Can't go anywhere. Can't do anything. Might as well just
Stay home
sit
and drink.
watch porn, right, Nate?
I mean, sure.
What
I'm
are you
getting-
doing on your
I'm
phone?
I'm getting bullet. You told me, hey, you're up first with Thin's think tank. So I had to find, and fuck it. I was going to text Amanda back and tell her what I was doing because she told me to get off my phone. But I was finding a freaking think tank, and now the viewers are like, get off your phone. Yo, fuck you.
Yes,
Don't tell
Abby,
me how
it definitely
much I
was
put
the
in
worst thing to
cereal. You
wake up
don't
to. None of us wanted to wake up to that snow, Abby. None of us.
No, fucking. I have a door I still need to build. I want to grow my grapes and plant my strawberries.
You ain't doing that this year.
No, fucking no, not at this rate. I'm gonna have to get a grow lamp.
So you could turn your gym into a
Grow
grow
room.
area.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my studio into a terrarium.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word.
Put your pot plants in the corner. It's legal in
Hey,
the
that's
state
legal
now, so
Yeah,
What
how
else
much
are you gonna do with
how
those
much
free
can I
time?
grow?
six
Isn't it
plants.
5 plants.
Six plants per
plants?
adult.
6
Oh,
per
6?
adult.
Six
Yeah.
per
How
adult.
how many per kid?
If they have to be over 18, sorry.
Then that's not a kid.
Exactly.
I
That
feel
was
like
the
if we're
point.
getting a stimulus check per child and per adult, then we should be able to grow plants per child and adult. I'm
Per
just saying.
child and per
You can only grow them to the child phase. You can't make them adults.
You get no buds on them.
Nope, they just look pretty, just there. Can't
Yeah, I
do anything
got-
with it.
I gotta donate them to charity.
Yeah.
Yep.
Buds for love.
There you go. There's a new store concept.
Oh, and my left testicle is feeling all right. Thanks for asking, guys.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, we didn't know which one. All you said it was one of them. Technically, you said one of your butts.
I did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
It was, my, it was my left nut. Scout. I was sitting in the recliner. Scout put all his weight in his right paw, and just grape smashed my nut.
Don't lie. You liked it. It got you excited, didn't it?
No, it's still tender today, but I'm doing much better. So I appreciate you all asking and being, caring about my well-being.
Oh, of course we did. So,
What'd you guys?
did
go ahead.
you figure out your little think tank?
I did, but I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
You're not ready to talk about it yet?
No, I want to talk to you guys about what you thought about that text message conversation I had with two people. I have absolutely no idea who they are.
Oh, that was great.
You could have done a lot better than that. I'm disappointed.
Yeah, you could have pulled out all the stops.
Well, I figured blowjob vomit was good. And when see, you guys only got to see the still of it. You didn't get to see the full GIF.
No.
But the fact that I have a name for one of the guys, and he just says dog. So for our listeners that don't know, I have a new phone number that I got like a year, two years ago.
Yep.
Probably
And
more than that now.
Yeah.
I still get random text messages from people that don't know who they like, that don't realize the kid got rid of his number. And for a long time I was ignoring him, and then finally I just gave in and just started fucking with people. And at this point, his friends are gonna think that he is a complete like disgusting pig.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and like the kid was like, "Are you on drugs right now?" I was like, "No, I'm just broadening my horizons." And
No, I'm stuck in quarantine. I don't have anything else to look at.
yeah, and then he goes, "Oh shit, Simon's out there looking at gay porn or gay midget porn." I go, "It doesn't have to be gay if you make it gay." And like the
It's
winky,
only
like,
gay. You,
kiss emoji.
It's only gay if you make it gay. That's how you put it.
Yes, thank you. And nothing, dead silence after that. And Des, Des did not get that gift.
Not from you.
No, she didn't see that one.
Not from you, at least.
No, the fellas. No, I didn't send that one to anybody. I sent the transvestite porn.
Yes, you
Yes.
did.
Matt's new girlfriend.
Thinking, is Matt on here tonight?
I don't think he is, but I sent two different ones. There's one where it's going up and down together, and then there's the one that's spinning around. I just want the NSA to go into my Google browsing history.
They'd be like, "Oh, he's more disgusting than we ever thought he was."
They're just gonna be like, "What is this dude into?"
They'll be like, he's a rookie. We got plenty more worse than him.
He doesn't even make it into Homeland yet.
He hasn't hit any red flags yet.
This guy is tame. He has no intent to disrupt the government whatsoever when he's sending random disgusting gifts to people he doesn't know and his friends that he cares about.
Facts.
All right, now do you guys want to start the show now?
I guess
Sure.
so.
Let's start the show. Let's talk sports.
So tonight we actually have some sports news.
We do.
We got some Patriots picks and the draft picks. Nate's got a random ass sport, I guess.
Not yet, but I will. Once
we get through your think tank. We do have some LOB stuff and just like random news from around the interwebs. So
Very random.
Yes. So let's get to your think tank, Nate.
All right,
Yes,
I need some.
Let's make us think.
I need one of you to keep score, though.
All right. Jeremy, you got a paper and pen?
Hold on, I got a post-it note.
You got a post-it note?
Got it. They're ready to go.
All right, so this week on Thin's Think Tank is going to be the best NFL player nicknames.
Oh, jeez. I don't know many of them.
So you can go with the name of the person or their nickname. I'll give you the top 15, and I'll give you number 16. So if either of you said Elroy Hirsch, his nickname was Crazy Legs.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Joe Montana was Joe Cool, and he's at 17.
Oh, really? Okay.
So,
Okay, the GOAT.
Jeremy, you don't go first.
He can go first.
I called dibs on that one.
We should go with like medium, small, medium, large. Thick,
Well, actually,
thin, and average.
I think I should go first, considering I went like second every time so far we've done this, and I still
Yeah,
beat
he
him.
still beats me.
All right. Go ahead.
Well, he went with the goat, so where's that
Going
one?
with the goat.
There's no goat.
Good.
I
Mean
think
Joe
it would be-
Green.
Mean Joe Green. Sorry, I'd be able to do this a little bit faster. He's on here. I think I saw him.
Oh, I sure hope he is there.
Joe Green. Oh, shit. Hang on. You know what? I don't think he is in the top 15.
Are you kidding me? He even did
15.
I think it was a Pepsi commercial? Or
I
was
don't
it a
think they
Coke
called
commercial?
him the Mean. I think they just called him Mean Joe Green.
Right.
All right, Jeremy.
Damn.
Oh, you said Crazy Legs was 16.
Yep. There's some of these that I know you won't get for sure, but there are some of them that are like you'll get. There's no reason why.
Sweet Feet.
Sweet Feet.
Yes.
Sweet Feet.
He was a baseball player, Jeremy.
What?
He was a baseball player.
There is no Sweet Feet.
I don't know nicknames of people.
No, he was in the movie, the Holes movie. That's where Sweet Feet came from.
No, actually,
You can even say the player's name.
Refrigerator Perry.
Oh, Refrigerator Perry. The fridge.
The fridge.
Fridge.
He is number 1.
Yes! I'm on the board.
Well done. Thick.
And you already said Frank the Tank was.
No, he
not
didn't
on
do
the list?
Frank the Tank.
What?
Frank? Am I looking for Frank the Tank? I can look for Frank the Tank.
Yeah, no, we never said he was on the list, Jeremy, so you just chose Frank the Tank.
Okay.
What are you looking up now?
He's not on the list, though.
What are you asking me? What I'm looking up?
Yeah.
My hand's
Gronk.
over here playing with my bottle opener.
Gronk.
No.
No?
No.
So we're talking, these are older names.
Not all of them. There's some fairly recent.
Barry Sanders. I don't remember what they used to call him.
Barry Sanders. No, but there is a Sanders on this list.
How about Megatron?
There you go, buddy. Megatron. Calvin Johnson, number 4.
Yes.
How about O.J. Simpson? The Juice.
The Juice. Let's see if the Juice is on here.
I don't think he was called the Juice back then, though.
The Juice is not on there.
Is O.J. on there?
No. Well, I mean, he might be on this list, but I'm looking at the top 15.
Jeez. I think I'm out of names.
You can't be. There's one, legit one, that I am disgraced that neither of you have gotten it. And when I say it later, you're both going to be like, oh.
Come on, go, Trash. I got my next one ready.
Didn't he just say one?
No, I didn't.
Oh, did he?
No.
No, he said he ran out of names.
Oh, that's right.
That's defense.
That's still a nickname.
No, it's player specific.
Yeah. So, geez. I don't know. Pass.
That is not. Is that? Come on.
Okay, the
Say
bus.
a player. Pick a player.
The bus.
Professional football player.
The bus.
I just said the bus 4 times. You passed. I get points for the bus.
It's probably still not on there.
Number 7.
Oh, Jeremy's on the board.
Jeremy, you get to decide where that goes.
I'm on the board considering he said pass and I called it. Because he can't think.
Crap.
I'm gonna do two more rounds on this. You got 2 more attempts there, Travis.
Oh,
on.
the train.
Are you talking about a player or a porn?
The player.
The train. So, I have a dilemma.
There's 2 of them, aren't there?
Train. No, it's...
There is somebody with a nickname of Train, but it's not the Train.
Well,
it's the freight train.
It's not that either.
Oh.
So, I will give you credit because I know, even though I know this isn't who you were thinking about, but it was Night Train Dick Lane, who is number 3.
It definitely wasn't I was thinking about, but yeah.
All right. So that's up to Jeremy if he wants to credit you with that with a point.
I'll give him a half point.
There you go.
How about Joe Namath?
Dandy Joe, right?
Well,
hang on. Let me
He
go
had
back.
like 4 different nicknames, didn't he?
He did. Joe Namath is Broadway Joe at number 8.
Damn it.
Yeah, I didn't know which nickname was going to be under.
That's my.
Yeah, you're smart to just say Joe Namath.
Yeah, so Travis has me at half a point still.
Yep. This is the last go around. So Travis, you can win this either if you get one right or Jeremy gets one wrong. Don't worry, we're on a live show, so silence is a good thing for us.
Tiny. I'm just gonna go with tiny.
Tiny?
Tiny.
Tiny?
He was a high school football player with us.
I know, but there's got to be at least one tiny in the pros.
Not in the top 15.
Probably not.
Go ahead, Jeremy. This is your chance to win.
For the win. What do I think?
Oh my God! A couple of these, you guys.
I'm gonna go with Walter Payton.
Sweetness at number 5.
Damn it!
Jeremy just won Thin's Think Tank. So at number 15, you have the assassin Jack Tatum. Number 14 is the sheriff Peyton Manning.
Really?
Number 13 is Iron Mike Ditka. 12 is the galloping ghost Red Grange. Number 11, the honey badger Tyrion Matthew.
Yep.
The Minister of Defense at number 10, my man Reggie White. Number 9 is Too Tall Ed Jones. Then we had number 8, Broadway Joe Namath. The Bus, Jerome Bettis, was at number 7. Beast Mode, Marshawn Lynch, was number 6.
Really?
That's one of the ones I was like, are you serious? How do you not have Beast Mode?
Because we didn't. I would have
called them Skittles.
Yeah.
Number 5 is Sweetness, Walter Payton. Number
that
4,
one.
we got as well Megatron, Calvin Johnson.
Yep.
Number 3 was at a half point, Night Train, Dick Lane. Number 2, Jeremy, I am disappointed in you. Prime Time Deion Sanders.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna go there next.
You were a massive fan
Prime
back
time.
then.
Yep, same here. That's why I'm disappointed.
I'm still a massive fan.
And number 1 is The Fridge, William Perry, and that was Thin's Think Tank for this week.
Hey, all I know is I still hold claim to. I think I've won every one of your think tanks.
So far, yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Somebody's got to be, right?
Now you guys get to keep the show floating while I try to find a random ass sport of the week.
Do I get a cookie now?
No, you get to read.
If you have cookies.
You won. You get to read first.
Florida claims sports as essential.
About time.
Yeah, it is Florida. Everything's essential, right?
Yep.
Including break. Last week, Florida's governor declared the WWE and other live sports essential services to the economy of the state. The WWE, which has a production facility in Orlando, announced it would resume live shows without an audience immediately. This past Monday night on WWE aired its first live episode of its weekly series, Raw, after weeks of pre-taped programming. As a brand that has been woven into the fabric of society, WWE and its superstars bring families together and deliver a sense of hope, determination, and perseverance. Nate, we should have made him read that. The company said in a statement, it said it would take additional precautions to ensure the health and safety of its performers and staff, but did not elaborate on what exactly that means.
I will say that I think
so. At least Mo gets her wrestling back.
WWE is legit trying to keep some type of sports entertainment afloat. Like I definitely
Even
have
if
to.
it's pre-scripted.
Yeah, but I will have to admit I have been fully engrossed in the WWE mostly because of my kids. But It's been the most entertaining thing I've been able to watch in a while. And I'm
like 4 weeks.
Yeah. I'm all for it though.
You just like seeing those women in tight clothes, don't you?
Absolutely, I do. And some of the men don't look too bad either. There's this guy named Otis, and he is now dating this chick named Mandy Rose. You all need to Google this matchup comparison because that's what I need in my life. Me, a fat, chubby dude with a beard, fatter than Travis. And
so you're looking for a fat, chubby guy? I think you can find that on Craigslist.
I have found that on Craigslist.
Oh, hello.
One that would smell my armpits and pee on me. Not that I want that, but I'm just saying I found that.
Isn't that just a dog?
No, my dog hasn't peed on me. Thank God.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted to just open this picture.
All right, Travis, you're up.
He's looking.
I got Mandy Rose. Hold on, I want to share it with everybody.
Coronavirus takes its next victim. On Monday, the majority shareholder in the XFL declared Chapter 11 bankruptcy after only being able to get 5 weeks into the season. This followed last Friday's decision by Pro Football League to suspend operations and lay off nearly all of those who worked for the XFL. XFL owner Vince McMahon, who is also the chairman CEO of the WWE, reportedly decided to shut down the league after talking with WWE board. The bankruptcy filing lists the top creditor owed money to as the St. Louis Sports Commission at $1.6 million. 7 of its league's 8 head coaches are among the top creditors. The Dallas Renegades head coach, general manager Bob Stoops, owed the most, over $1 million. So it looks like the XFL just took out a bunch of loans or something. I know, or there's another story in here, but I just can't get over that they just managed to completely crash and burn.
Yeah, with them getting shut down, it's definitely not helpful for any of that going on because they needed that to play the season basically to make the bill payments.
I will say that this is one thing I didn't put in here, and I'm double checking, make sure nobody else did. But actually, the XFL, there's a lot of investors right now, according to Forbes, that are trying to purchase the rights to the XFL. So the XFL may be in bankruptcy, but there's other people or successful business people that are going to try to make a claim for the brand, and probably we may see an XFL under different ownership.
I hope this woman owns it.
Mandy Rose?
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm very impressed.
Have Otis, get Otis up there next.
I would definitely pee in her butt. I'm just saying.
Is that like laying claim? Marking your territory?
Something like that.
What's funny is I didn't even notice on the YouTube channel that we were watching it because I have you guys on Skype over here. So I've been staring at you, and I stare at my notes and my random ass sports over here. And to the left, I didn't even notice that she was there at all. I was like, how do you know? You're looking it up too, Jeremy?
No, it's
wait till
left over there.
Wait till you see Otis. This is the most beautiful thing in the world.
Oh, you want
I have my second screen off to my
Who's
left,
Otis?
so it's over there and I glimpsed over.
Hold on, is it the big man that's with her?
Yeah.
Yes, that would be Otis. He's
If you find a picture, he's holding bananas and her curling 30 pounds.
No, I got another one. Open image.
St. Louis screwed again by football. After the XFL suspended.
This is probably the best picture of him, and as the probably happiest man alive.
There's a better picture though. There's a much better picture.
Oh, that's just the first one I found.
Send him the link.
Yeah, send me the link.
Yeah, because we both know that you can't do anything and freaking on the internet.
No, he can't. Suspended their season. The league started reaching out to the fans of the Battlehawks that their tickets will be refunded. Fans were told that they would see their refunds as soon as 1 to 2 weeks. Fans are still waiting to get reimbursed. The XFL currently owes fans of the St. Louis Sports Commission $1.6 million.
Wow.
It's pretty much you just reiterated what you typed before.
Yeah,
you're welcome.
Okay.
MLB
Travis?
to assist with the COVID-19 study. Across the country Wednesday, employees with various Major League Baseball teams were learning how to perform a simple blood test which could shed light on just how many Americans have been exposed to COVID-19. Unlike the current swab test, which looks for infection, this study is testing blood in search for antibodies, which would indicate previous exposure by people who may not have realized that they were previously infected. Zimmer is a father of 10 news reporter Bo Zimmer, and was tested along with other Major League employees around the country, including members of the Tampa Bay Rays. I want to know if I have antibodies, Zimmer said. That means maybe I kicked it, the virus, out somewhere along the line, and I've never been sick. Zimmer says more than 200 members of the Giants organization volunteered for the testing and were led by the team doctor through the testing procedures. After a pinprick to the finger, a small amount of blood is transferred into a cartridge, which then displays a pink line indicating if the person is positive or negative for antibodies. Usually that's for pregnancy, last time I checked.
Yeah, I was going to say, isn't that how pregnancy test works?
Yeah. One or two lines. Please be one. The main thing, though...
The ultrasound back and it's twins. There's your 2 lines.
The main thing I want to know is how common the COVID in communities all across the country. Said study organizer Dr. J. Stanford University. Until you know that you can...
Dr. J is at Stanford, in case y'all didn't know.
Of Stanford University. Until you know that you can't know how far along the epidemic we are. In the epidemic we are. Within 10 to 20 minutes of completing the test, volunteers were asked to immediately label, photograph, and email in their results. I've never had better research partners, the doctor said. They've been fantastic. The results will help researchers get a better idea of how widespread COVID-19 actually was across the United States, but could also eventually help doctors understand more about post-exposure immunity. This will provide the first steps towards understanding when it's safe to lift up the caps, the doctor said, talking about reopening the country.
I just sent you 2 pictures via Facebook Messenger, by the way.
All right, so that means I got to open Facebook.
Yes, you do.
All right, Nate.
Oh, shit. Where am I at?
Your documentaries.
ESPN
docuseries. On Sunday, April 19th, ESPN will be beginning their 10-part docuseries, The Last Dance, which chronicles Michael Jordan and the 97 and 98 Bulls season. ESPN will air new episodes of The Last Dance back-to-back at 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern. That's 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Central for Chicago-based Bulls fans. For viewers with cable, it is as easy as setting up your DVR or turning to ESPN. For cord cutters, immediately after episodes air, they'll be available on the ESPN app with a subscription or ESPN.com with a cable login, or on live stream ESPN with services like Hulu plus Live TV or YouTube TV. The Last Dance airs over 5 weeks, so a free trial won't allow you to watch the entire series.
Sweet, so we can watch it.
Yeah. I caught some tidbits of it while I was kind of doing some work today, and It actually seems pretty interesting.
That's cool.
I think it's going to be a very good way to pass time during the whole pandemic where there's no actual sports to watch. You're tired of watching the same Get Up or First Take on ESPN all day, and you don't want to watch the Steve Wilkos show or any of those other things. Like, I think it'll be a good thing to kind of...
It's finally got me to the point. I found that there was 31 seasons in The Simpsons. Where did he go? Nate hit the wrong button. Nate definitely hit the wrong button. We can't trust. Again? This is why we don't trust him with a computer.
Nope.
Nate, where'd you go?
All right, let's continue with that. Right. He's not going to be back for a while.
But I found this sexy man that he wants to date. This is definitely him. That is a big man.
Did he get through all the docuseries stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Of course, it's his random ass sport of the week. That's why he froze.
All right, so let's just skip that and go to the All-In Challenge.
Okay, go ahead.
So
I
the
got some
All-In
issues with
Challenge
these.
is a website that allows people to bid on life events or celebratory things in order to help raise money for charities during the coronavirus crisis. Actions start at just $10 per thing, and there are different options for bidding, and 100% of profits will go towards Meals on Wheels, No Kids Hungry, American Food Fund, and benefiting the World Kitchen Central Kitchen and Feeding America. Some of the things that can be bidded on are Tampa Bay Buccaneers home opener by Tom Brady, golf at Pebble Beach with Justin Timberlake and Bill Murray. Oh, I kind of want to do that. Throw the first pitch at the World Series and much, much more. Go to allinchallenge.com and to see what is currently being made available to help.
Oh, he's back.
To help bring some kind of help to anyone that is in need during these difficult times. Finn will definitely be putting a bid in for the golf at Pebble Beach. If you get that, I want to come.
Well,
To play golf with Bill Murray, that's like a lifelong dream.
Right away, when you said that you're all in on it, I was like frantically typing and messed up all my passwords. Like, you son of a bitch, you better not fucking get that. Like, it got really competitive really fast.
Well, so my issue with some of these people.
What did you do?
Huh?
You were here, Nate, and then you were gone.
Skype just kicked me off.
It just kicked you
Skype
off.
Doesn't like him.
Yeah, and I posted it on the chat here.
He said, "I got booted. Be right back."
I got booted. Be right back.
But so my
Oh.
issue with how some of these.
Oh shit!
My issue with how some of them are doing it, they're doing like a bidding war. So, in order to actually be able to bid,
I accidentally just put my personal email on the live chat. Hopefully,
So everybody email him with your dirtiest pictures you can find.
I,
Oh, you
enjoy that too
redacted it.
if you do, just let you know, I'm going to turn you into a meme. I'm going to share it with everybody. But
so my issue is
exactly.
some people, they actually are doing a raffle where it's like $10-20. You buy a raffle ticket. It's whoever wins. Where other ones, it's a auction. So you have to have a surplus of money to even be able to bid on it.
Yeah, so this one it's like a raffle. So it's a $10 buy-in. I looked at some of them.
Yeah, like the Tom Brady one is a bid, and I think the current bid as of like 2:00 was like $140,000 or something.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to the site now. Did you guys show the Otis and then the side by side?
I showed the
You showed
Otis.
Otis.
I showed your future hubby.
He is a sweet man. He sounds like oh fuck, what's his name? Tommy Boy there.
Really?
Yeah, he sounds like Chris Farley
Yeah.
when he talks. Like that's how he sounds, and he's just that sweet man. So yeah, Tom Brady is an auction. The Pebble Beach is an enter to win. You can do a walk on roll with Jamie Foxx's new show. You can go co-host Ellen.
See, I feel like the raffles are going to get a lot more money brought in just because everyone goes, okay, it's $10, $20, whatever. I'll take it, get a shot at it. Where if it's a bid, you have to have that surplus of disposable income, so you kind of limit your amount of profits.
Did you guys also talk about how you can enter to be a co-host on the Thick and Thin Sportscast?
No.
Nope.
I'm just kidding. I didn't figure that out yet, but I was planning on trying to do it.
All right. Well, we need Thin's random ass sport of the week if you're ready for it.
Yep.
I am not.
We skipped right over that.
I legit need probably a solid day because everything I've looked at so far, I've already done. So I may have tapped my well dry.
Okay,
Of
well,
course
let's
you
do
did.
some weekly sports updates.
Well,
I got some
I have-
questions for the two of you.
okay, because I have something that I need you guys to discuss, and you go ahead and do that. I'm going to get myself set up.
All right.
Okay. So one of the game's best pass rushers, former Super Bowl MVP, Denver Broncos defensive end Von Miller has a confirmed case of COVID-19. Per NFL insider Ian Rappaport reported Thursday, per Miller's agent, the reports are he's going to have a press conference or of some sort tomorrow.
So,
go
hang
ahead.
on one second. So I did. This is going to be a preview. So I Googled list of backup QBs currently playing in the NFL. Then Google asked me, did you mean list of black QBs currently playing in the NFL? Anyway, carry on.
Of course.
Okay. On today, but in 1952, a legend was born. And exactly 48 years later, so was a dynasty. Not only is April 16th Bill Belichick's birthday, it's also the anniversary of the day he and the New England Patriots signed Tom Brady.
Really?
That's a random sports update.
I think I knew that. But I think it's just because I watch ESPN all day.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. So I have a question for both of you.
All right.
Who was the oldest coach to win a Super Bowl, and when was the record set?
Oh, that was wasn't that Don Shula?
Nate?
What was his name? Al Bundy.
Wrong.
No, are you sure?
Positive.
Was he the one that
Was I right?
to have 5 touchdowns in a single game?
Bundy was a quarterback, not a coach.
Was I right?
No, it's Belichick.
Really?
Yep.
It was set this year then. Oh, last year then.
When they beat the Rams.
Yeah.
Who held the record before him, and when was that set?
Vince Lombardi.
Nope.
Well, Don Shula
Belichick
he has
was
just won a lot of games.
Who was that? Tony Dungy.
Nope.
No, he wasn't that old.
That was a legit guess. Like,
I don't know, Jeremy. We're out.
Tom Coughlin.
Tom Coughlin.
Belichick.
Tom Coughlin was 65 when they beat the Patriots 21-17
Wow.
in 2012.
So hang on, what was the question again?
So the original question was, who is the oldest coach to win? And I said, who held the record before him and when was it set? And the person who held it before him was Tom Coughlin. Tom Coughlin was 65 when he beat the Patriots in 2012.
Very interesting.
So there was the only reason I brought it up is because there was a big discussion, local sports people saying, is it time to move on from Belichick? No one his age has ever won a Super Bowl before. Is it time to move on, start moving on past him?
Oh, yeah, because he got rid of Brady, so now people are questioning his motives.
No, Brady was gone. Brady was done with it. He's 20 years in one place is a long time.
Yeah, it is.
20 years dealing with someone like that is very tiring, I believe.
I think so. Can I get into my discussion with you guys real quick?
Sure, we can
No.
do that.
I don't
Should we
want
do that
discussion with
before
you.
the draft or after the draft?
I want to do it now since you guys are talking Bill Belichick and the Patriots. Let's talk about your quarterbacks.
Oh, jeez.
Let's talk about this.
All right.
What do you guys think that the Patriots actually might do? Like, honestly, where do you guys think that do you think they're going to try to make an attempt for a second-round quarterback, or do you think that they might want to, I don't know, dig into some teams' backups that have tried and true quarterbacks that have played before? Do you think they're going to stay with what they have and then draft a rookie and just have like a 6th-round guy sitting at third string?
They already have a third-string quarterback.
So who's on their current roster?
So currently they have
Stidham,
wrong button.
Hoyer.
They have Stidham, Hoyer, and
They have an and?
yes,
I didn't think they had an and.
they do.
I didn't know. Which and? Where is this and from? Was he just a practice squad QB?
Oh, there is what hold on, what just happened?
I don't know what just happened.
I don't. It randomly tweaked out. Cody Kessler.
Okay.
Okay, so where do you guys think that their plan is? What do you think the Belichick thing is? Because you know that Belichick has no problem cutting somebody Just
before, well, and before they hit that cliff. In
Right.
theory, you've seen
because
him.
you guys went
You've
through
seen him.
5 kickers last season.
Six.
Then you guys,
well,
then you cut
5. We
Gostkowski
brought one
at
back.
the end of the season.
No, we cut him back. We cut him at the beginning of this season.
Yeah, before his money was due.
Right, but they re-released him or something.
No, they cut him. They released him or cut him a month ago now.
Yeah, once he cleared
Medical.
what's it called? Medical stuff.
So, what are you guys thinking? What are your thoughts here? And then I want to pitch some things to you.
So my thought is that what they're gonna do is they're gonna have a 3-way shootout during the regular season. Hoyer probably winning it out because he's been doing this the longest. And then about halfway through the season, they're probably gonna put in Hoyer. Not Hoyer, but Stidham, and see what he's like. They're just gonna say if we can win 8 games, cool. And let's go for a high round draft pick next year. They do have the 23rd pick this year in the first round, but I don't see him picking up a QB in that round. He likes to go defense in the first round for some odd reason, usually, or like
Not
a weapon.
The past 4 years.
No. He's gone for wide receivers that haven't worked out or running backs that haven't worked out,
and offensive tackle that seems to be injured
Broken.
more than healthy.
Yeah. He's played a total of 8 games over 2 years? 3 years?
Maybe 9 now.
So, unless they move around picks or trade people out for higher draft picks, I don't see him picking up a QB until like the 3rd round.
Now, do you think that the Patriots might pick up another veteran?
No.
No, he doesn't want to spend the money.
Well, they could probably get some of these guys fairly on the cheap. What about Blake Bortles?
No.
No.
Would you entertain a Mike Glennon?
Nope.
Who?
Mike Glennon?
Who the hell did he play for?
He's currently on the. He used to be a starter, and now he's currently sitting the bench in Oakland. But I think they probably cut him as well.
Yeah.
What about Blaine Gabbert?
Nope.
Geno Smith?
Nope.
And now here's one that
He's still playing.
sit on a. I think so. This is the one that I'm sitting on a fence with. RG3.
No.
Why?
He's never been right.
Right. But I'm going
Ever
to
since that-
I'm going to defend this to the day I die. Any quarterback can win with the Belichick system. And I
To some
recently
extent, yeah.
So if they only go 8-8 this year, or like 7-9, are you gonna still hold that true?
Yes.
So if they don't make the playoffs at all this year,
I'll be so happy.
it would serve
won't
them
care.
right. But if they don't make the playoffs this year, if they don't make them, I think that proves the fact that it's not true.
But
Any
they still have
QB
a
can
fairly
win on a
record.
good day.
The AFC East has now become competitive with Brady out of the league.
Yeah, without
Out of the AFC East.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, whatever. So
Buffalo
my
now
thoughts
owns the
are-
AFC East.
So I
my thoughts
recently-
different from Travis's.
So
on
I
this.
think if they decide to go with an RG3, with
They're
the
not
way
gonna
that
go with
Belichick runs his team, and he gets to kind of compete for the position, I think that could be a fairly decent move for your team.
No, I don't see it happening.
No,
No. He's
No.
going to want too much money, too.
I don't think so. I think he's humbled out. What
Okay,
about AJ McCarron?
No.
Your
Is-
stand?
Isn't AJ McCarron like 40 now?
Yeah, probably. I'm just going through this list here. You got
I think
Matt
that
Schaub.
Okay. Well, do you want to hear my opinion on what they're gonna do? What I think they're gonna do?
Yeah.
I do want to hear your opinion.
So I think they're gonna have an open competition, knowing what they already have in Hoyer. He is what he is. You know what you have out of him. He's who he is. He's not anything different. It doesn't matter who's his coach, who's around him. He's an okay quarterback. He's a career backup. I think they're going to start Stidham after winning the open competition, and he's going to sink or swim. And they're going to hold out with Stidham until it hits a tipping point where it's either, okay, the season's junk. He's not the answer. We'll put Hoyer in, let him get some play, and see what he can do with the team. But I think it's Stidham's job. I think it's Stid the kid is going to be starting for the Patriots this season.
Do you think that Brady or Belichick's going to have enough patience to go that route? Because he has no problem sitting a running back that fumbles the ball for an entire game. You guys, went through 6 kickers in a game or in a season.
That's when you have the GOAT behind center who, at any given point, you're in a game no matter how how overmatched your team is. Didn't matter if that team has all-stars every position. With Brady at quarterback, you had the option to win the game no matter what position you were in.
Yep.
Where now you don't have that. You are not fighting for a Super Bowl win every year. You're trying to figure out what your new identity is. Is Stidham your quarterback? He's going to get a very long leash till the point where it's decided that it's either he's it, or nope, let's move. We're going to have to move on. He's not what we thought he was.
I think he gets 5 games to prove.
I'm going to say 8.
Thick? Because you're over here just like zoning out right now. You're too busy looking at Mandy Rose.
No, I'm actually not.
Hoyer's going to be quarterback.
I say Hoyer's going to probably be in for the first 4 games. And then we're going to see Sid the Kid probably the rest of the season. And we're going to be lucky if we see 8 and 8.
Well, the real question is, are we going to have 16 games this year?
Are we going to have 17?
No, next year.
No, I think we were supposed to have 17. No, it was supposed to be extra playoff games this year.
Yes, 16 regular season this year, 17 next year. But yes, an extra team in the postseason on each side, AFC and NFC. But do you think we'll actually start on time, or do you think we're going to be delayed start and we're going to have a shortened season?
That is a good question.
I think the potential to start on time is there. I know they're talking about they've moved OTAs and mandatory camps or mandatory workouts to a Zoom style. Yeah. So they're all responsible for working out on their own, but they still have to participate in team meetings via Zoom and that sort. But
so have we figured out how to hack Zoom so we can go watch the team meetings?
Oh, it's really not that hard. All you have to know is the ending part of it.
Dak Prescott has said that he is not going to participate in organized activities until a contract has been signed.
Dak Prescott again?
Yep. He is holding out. He said he will not participate in OTAs. He will not participate in mandatory training of any sort until the Cowboys officially sign him to a new deal.
So they franchise tagged him, and he doesn't like that. He does not get in.
He hasn't signed it.
He didn't sign his tender.
Right. So he may, because he wants more money than even what the GOAT made.
He wants to be the highest paid quarterback.
Right. And he hasn't won shit.
No.
Welcome to the NFL.
If I was the Cowboys, I would let him sit.
If I was the Cowboys, I would levy a trade and try to get a first-round draft pick.
Levy a trade for him to the Browns.
We already went over this. No one really needs a quarterback this year.
No.
There's maybe 2 teams.
This is the worst year for a quarterback in the draft.
So speaking of quarterbacks, so the top 10 prospects this year for out of college are Joe Burrow, quarterback out of LSU, Chase Young, edge rusher out of Ohio State, Tua
Tagovailoa.
Yeah, QB out of.
I know you don't help, but I felt like I needed to.
Why is Tua that high? I thought he's an injury case.
He's been bumped to 5 or 6, depending on where
you listen.
Who is doing the draft. They're predicting he's supposed to go to the Rams.
Well, weren't they
Chargers?
There's always talks.
Yeah, they need that kind of splash. But weren't they talking about Tua's going to drop probably out of the first round at one point in time?
They were.
Until he posted his video workout.
Yeah.
His video workout was garbage. Did you guys see it?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
He's overthrowing receivers. He's underthrowing them. His best throw was to a swing route out of the backfield. You're not.
That's what Pat's been using the last couple of years. So maybe he'll come here.
I don't want Tua. Tua's an injury case.
Oh yeah.
He missed. What did he miss? Most of his senior year because of a knee injury, something like that.
Yeah, he took a helmet to the knee and he was out for half the season, I think. But he was on schedule basically. Like if he had not gotten injured, he was on schedule to probably win the Heisman's though.
No, he wouldn't. Joe Burrow killed anyone's chance.
This year, but at the beginning of the season, he wasn't. Joe Burrow was not putting up the huge numbers that Tua was. Jeffrey
Tua wasn't going to maintain.
Yeah.
Tua's stats are against a bunch of crap teams at the beginning of the year. Alabama's schedule is always like that.
Yeah. Jeffrey Okudah, right? Sounds good.
Sure.
Okudah, cornerback out of Ohio State. Number 5, we got Tristan Wirfs, offensive. Yeah, Wirfs. Wirfs, offensive tackle, Iowa. C.D. Lamb, I'm not shitting you. Wide receiver out Oklahoma.
Yeah, I'm laughing at you there, big fella.
Try to say Iowa.
Stumbling over Iowa.
Isaiah Simmons, linebacker at Clemson. Jerry Judy, wide receiver out of Alabama.
Is that like Judge Judy?
Jeudy.
I can read.
Justin Herbert, cornerback out of Oregon, and Javon Kinlaw, defensive line, South Carolina. So the top 15, the current order for the top 15 teams who.
Well, hold on there, big fella.
On the NFL for picks.
There's some talk about another quarterback going within the top 10.
Really?
Yeah. What the hell is his name? Jeremy, I feel like you're on it. Oh, Justin Herbert, he's there. Isn't there a fourth one?
Brom, is it?
So Brom, it seems like every couple of hours that changes, depending on who you're listening to, who's talking about him. It's like he's either like number 9 or he's like number 30. There's no in between.
Jordan Love. Oh, Jake Fromm.
That sounds. I think that's
Fromm.
Bomb, same difference. I only half listen when I'm doing stuff.
Yeah, because I'm looking at top 10 right now. Is Chase Young, Joe Burrow, Isaiah Simmons, Jeff Okadua,
Jordan Love,
Derek Brown, Tristan Wirfs, Derek Willis, Javon Kinlaw, and C.D. Lamb. And you got Andrew Thomas out of Georgia, Jerry Judy, Makia Becton, Kavlon Chaseon, and C.J. Henderson, which is your 15. And then your next quarterbacks is Justin Herbert at 18 and Jordan Love at 19.
Yeah, so I guess it all just depends on who you listen to, which website you find it on.
And I find that right now the draft process, all of it is just, unless you are so into college football, which I feel like us Northerners are not.
No, it's definitely a Southern thing. Midwestern Southern thing.
Right. We really
Florida.
don't have a keen eye on like, okay, this is going to be what happens, and I can see this player because I've been watching him for the last 4 years.
Right, or 3 years. So if they were not to move around, your number 1 pick overall is going to be the Cincinnati Bengals. Do you think they're going to go with a QB?
They are. They're going Joe Burrow.
They're going to go Joe Burrow?
Now, the question, if they take Joe Burrow, do they trade Andy Dalton?
I think they've already tried to. I think the issue is everything fell so quickly of other quarterbacks going other places that they realized the market for Andy Dalton was so limited, no one's giving up really anything for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think they might be able to leverage something.
I don't think so. No one really needs him.
The Pats could use him, but that's besides the point.
Because the issue is he's owed like 20-something million this year.
Yeah, so it would put the hit way above what even Brady was going to hit him with.
The Broncos could use him.
The Broncos could use him.
At this top 15 list, I could see the Broncos using Andy Dalton.
Are they going to go again with another old veteran quarterback that couldn't hack it for his original team.
They're good at that.
Dolphins have Fitzmagic right now, and I can see them taking Andy Dalton too.
No, I don't think so.
So number 2, we got the Washington Redskins. Where do you think they're going to go for? What do they need most?
Offensive line.
An offensive line?
Not another quarterback.
No.
But they're not going to take offensive line. If you're looking at the top, they're going to take Chase Young. That just makes too much sense. Which, me as a Packers fan, I would love the Packers to be aggressive, make a trade with the Redskins to take that number 2 pick and take Chase Young, because we need an edge rusher bad. And I would even take what the fuck is his nuts? He was in Houston and then he went up to, I think, Seattle? Not Javaris. Come on, Jadeveon Clowney.
Is he a free agent now?
Yeah. I don't think anybody picked him. I'm going to look it up right now while you guys continue.
I thought he was still under contract. Thought that was part of the trade.
It might be. So at number 3, we got the Lions.
Jadeveon, this is as of a day ago. Jadeveon Clowney still available in free agency.
Does he want too much money?
Probably.
He probably wants quarterback money.
I'll read into this and see if I can pull out a highlight.
So next we got the Detroit Lions. They're probably going to stick with a defensive player.
I could see them drafting number 3. I don't think they'll go quarterback. They'll probably do a high-end defensive player, possibly a weapon. They
could use a good cornerback, so maybe Jeffrey Okudah or
maybe a
linebacker.
The concern with Clowney is once he signs a huge contract, he may not play that hard, which makes sense because I think during college,
with all these players,
he decided that he wasn't going to play like the last game or two because he wanted to rest himself for the pros. And then he ended up hurting himself with first week playing with the Texans and had to have knee surgery.
Yeah.
So I can see that being, he might just have that
mentality.
His drive really isn't there.
I want to make my money and that's all.
Yeah.
He's like every other defensive lineman.
Giants at number 4. They need a lot of different things, so don't really know where they're going to go.
The Giants are going to stick with their quarterback that they have, or do you think that they should bring somebody in to compete?
I don't think they're going to go. They're going to waste another really high draft pick on a quarterback.
No, they already have
unless they're very sold on either Tua or one of the other top prospects and say, listen, he's a franchise quarterback. What's it like? Who's their current quarterback?
I think it's an Allen.
Oh, is it Allen?
I think it's an Allen.
Oh, it's like that'd be the thing. I thought Allen was a high draft pick too.
Yeah, Allen.
Maybe he was early second round.
Oh, he was supposed to. He answered all their prayers.
Daniel Jones.
That's all I remember.
So they have Daniel Jones, Colt McCoy, and Alex Tanney.
Yeah, so Jones is their guy.
Yeah, all I remember is last year.
It was Jones' pick.
Colt McCoy.
What draft pick with Jones?
He wasn't that bad. Colt McCoy. He could be a decent something somewhere.
He's garbage.
I mean, he's serviceable.
So next we have the Miami Dolphins.
They were the talk about taking Tua.
They are going to pick a quarterback.
I've heard that they decided to skip Tua and go to the other one. Justin Herbert.
Possible.
But they have Fitzmagic, which obviously Fitzpatrick has just kind of established himself as that journeyman, that guy that kind of just, he's there to assist and motivate the locker room, be a leader, but he's not one of those guys that's going to win you the big game.
No.
Yeah, Jones was the 6th overall pick for the Giants, so yeah, they're sticking with him.
Yeah.
Is there any offensive weapons that they could take for Jones?
That's what I think they'd go with. They'd probably like a
wide receiver.
Probably wouldn't be a bad pick. An offensive tackle.
Maybe a CeeDee Lamb, a receiver, because they do have what's his name there, the running back.
Saquon.
Yeah, they have Saquon Barkley there, so a good receiver to kind of
complement them.
Keep the defense honest would be a decent option for them, or someone to protect Jones. It's always a good option.
Yeah, I think a good offensive lineman probably wouldn't hurt for them. I think their defense struggled a little bit. I don't think they had a top defense.
So the Chargers are next after Miami. What do you guys think they were going to go after?
They're going quarterback probably.
They're going to go QB?
The talk for them is they're going to take Tua.
They're either going to go QB or they're going to take someone that has already a good following, college player that has a good following, because they need whatever they can to try and sell tickets right now because they are hurting.
They owe a lot of money too.
The Chargers are currently starting Tyrod Taylor, and they have Easton Stick as their backup.
Tyrod Taylor. This is a name I haven't heard in a long
Stick for their
time.
backup?
Yeah, they're going with the former starting quarterback of the Buffalo Bills during the Rex Ryan era.
Yeah, I haven't heard that name.
Rexy Ryan era.
I haven't heard that name in a long time.
It feels like it's been forever since we talked about any of the Rexes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been like, 3 weeks?
Yeah, the week that Jeremy wasn't on.
Yes, and I texted you guys the next morning going, are you guys that stupid you don't know which Rex is Rex?
I'm pretty sure I was pretty shit-faced at that point.
You were.
Yeah.
Then we got the Carolina Panthers. Since now they no longer have Miss Doubtfire.
Yeah, I think they're pretty well set on their new quarterback. I think they're going to go defensive player.
I think they either need to start building their offense around Teddy and making sure that he stays upright and give him an actual chance to perform well, or go defense and try to play competitive football all around, where the defense keeps the team in the game and the offense just kind of floats along the lazy river.
I think they're going to go defense. I think it's time to start bulking that defense back up. And actually, no, because that was always their old coach's Ron Rivera's MO. He always had that good defense and a complement of an offense. So maybe who's their new coach this year? I hate having Skype there.
It will be Matt Rule.
He was college before this, right? Yeah, he was some college, some state college, mid down that area, I think. He didn't travel too far, I don't think.
Temple,
Yeah.
Baylor. Hang on. I don't know.
McCarthy?
Oh, I forgot about McCarthy in
Dallas. Yeah.
So the Panthers are probably gonna go defensive weapon.
Oh, so that's where I was going to go. Thanks for bringing us back. The Panthers have fully invested their franchise in McCaffrey. He is their franchise player, the face of the franchise. That's who they're going to build a team around, is him. So with that, they're going to need an offensive line to block for Christian McCaffrey, because he is a pass threat. He's a run threat. So they have to have a solid offense. So if I was the Panthers, my prediction for them is that they're going to go offensive line, maybe a tight end that is more of a blocking tight end versus a wide receiving tight end.
That's too high to take a blocking tight end, though.
Oh, way too high. You need a quality left tackle.
Where are they at right now? What pick are they?
They're
are
number 7, the Panthers.
So, according to CBS, they have Tristan Wirfs at 7, which is an offensive line.
Could see that happening.
Jedrick Wills Jr., Alabama, offensive line. You got Andrew Thomas from Georgia, who's an O-line. Micaiah Becton, who is at number 13, who's an O-line. And you can go all the way up to 17, which is Josh Jones from Houston.
I have a feeling he's going to take an offensive lineman.
Yeah,
Because he was an assistant coach under Tom Coughlin for the Giants, and he was an offensive line coach. I have a feeling he's going to go with what he knows for the first pick, get a good caliber, good person, 5 year contract, good to go.
Yeah.
I think that's a smart thing to do, because think about it. You have Teddy Bridgewater, who you want to keep up, and then if you're basing your franchise on a running back, who is the highest paid running back, that can catch and run, you need blockers.
Yeah.
Build your line, strengthen the line.
Oh yeah.
And just keep smash mouth football, and that's probably going to be where they're looking at.
So next we got the Arizona Cardinals at number 8.
They should go offensive lineman.
Agreed, because
Or
they have
defense.
They have Fitzgerald and fucking the
Come on. What's his name? Hopkins.
DeAndre Hopkins. I kept going Haskins, and I was like Dwayne Haskins. I'm like, that's not fucking it. But
I know you. I knew you're struggling.
They have potentially 2 number 1 wide receivers or a top 2 with Larry Fitzgerald.
Who's there? Don't they have a decent third receiver as well?
Probably. Are you going to try to beat me?
He usually tries. So next, after that, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Yeah, we're still on this one.
No. It's time to get a move on.
No, so they have DeAndre Hopkins, Larry Fitzgerald, Christian Kirk, Andy Isabella, and Hakeem Butler. So they have 2 outstanding wide receivers. They need a line that's going to block for their quarterback, who at the moment I can't think of. I know it's a young kid.
Kyle Murray.
Thank you. Is there? I'm gonna go back to here. What number 6?
No, we're at 8. 9.
8.
No, 8.
8?
8. The Cardinals are at 8. The Jaguars are at 9.
See, I would either say that they go
Offensive line or defense guy.
Yeah.
I was thinking offensive line or D line.
D-line, not D-back?
Well, they still have Patrick Peterson there.
Oh, yeah.
I think they could use an O line or D line. They could maybe. Well, here's something. Jeff Okuda, who is this cornerback, we haven't really addressed anybody trying to pick up a corner.
Well, that's why I'm trying to get down
who's
through these
who's a
lists.
linebacker that we haven't talked about either.
Right, that's why I'm trying to get down through this list, because there's a couple of teams I think that could use a cornerback and could use a linebacker. So we got the Jacksonville Jaguars next. Where do you think they're going to go?
Jacksonville needs a line.
Yeah. There's a lot of teams that need a line this year.
Minshew. Gardner Minshew.
Yeah.
The mustache.
The mustache
So
needs help.
I could see them trying to get another quarterback in there and have Minshew compete. Even though I feel like they've committed to Minshew, I think that'd probably be a good tack for them to. But I probably wouldn't pick up a first rounder.
No, I think
second round quarterback.
I think they're going to pick up either an offensive lineman or a receiver to get
Minshew
so
more
he can
help.
get the ball out, get someone that can catch the ball for him and make some offensive happen.
Yeah, it makes sense. I think a lot of these, your Panthers, your Cardinals, your Jaguars, offensive line is probably the most important thing right now because you have these younger quarterbacks that need to be protected. The Panthers for sure need an offensive line because they have McCaffrey. Arizona, you have your 2 long reach wide receivers, so you need to make sure your quarterback stays upright. Jacksonville, you have Minshew. You want to protect the mustache. So, offensive line just makes the most sense for them.
You want to protect it or you want to create more offense. So one of the two.
But ultimately, it's going to boil down to the best player on the board at the time, which is probably going to throw that little bit of wrench into our plan or into our discussion.
No, a lot of teams don't do that. There's very few teams, unless you have a well-established quarterback and a pretty diverse current roster. Very few teams take the best player on the board.
Can I take a
the
moment
best player at their need?
to acknowledge Travis's camera work? That he's been shifting it to whoever talks to go into the middle screen and then drifts over.
He knows how he hasn't talked at all since he's been doing it.
He's the one who's been trying to keep us on track. But like as you and I have the discussion, he just keeps panning over.
Well, it's because you two are having some good back and forth, so I figure you might as well go back and forth.
Wait, wasn't this his idea to have this thing?
It was. But you guys I'm enjoying your ability to go back and forth.
So this is Finn and Jeremy's podcast with Travis running the shit. Travis running the board.
The thick man running the boards.
It's the Thins back and back.
Well, it would be the mediums now. That nobody's thin over there. So next we got the Browns.
I got the COVID-15 going on.
A team I didn't think would ever be out of the top 5. The Browns are at number 10 this year.
They gotta go offensive line.
Offensive line?
Yeah,
I would go with a linebacker or a corner.
I think their mindset is to build around their quarterback in that offense, and how better is it? What would make it better for that quarterback to get the ball to OBJ or Landry than actually having that quarterback be able to stand in the pocket and throw the ball? That's why I think they're going to go for a line. I
can see that. They have a new coach, right?
Yep, they have a new coach again.
Yeah, so if I was in that offensive war or that war room,
I'd go for a quarterback.
I would go defense. I'd take the linebacker or a strong corner that can compete in practice against OBJ and to help Baker Mayfield respect the defense and build that bond. Plus, you give Cleveland a chance to do defensive plays or be able to perform and being a scoring defense.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yes. Let the defense keep you in the game, and your offense will just kind of keep you afloat, kind of like one of these other teams I just mentioned. I feel
like a lot of these teams need the same style players.
They're similar. I think some of these definitely, no doubt, need offensive line, especially these ones that have the young quarterbacks.
Yeah.
But Baker Mayfield is not a young quarterback. He's a scrambler. He can run. Maybe he's not more consistent when he's on the run, but he can maneuver, get out of the pocket, and make a play. He needs a strong coaching staff to develop that, and he needs to really bond with his wide receivers. So pick a defense. Say pick a corner. First round. If there's a solid tight end in the second round, take a tight end. So that way you have your dump outlet. And then in the third round, pick an offensive line. That's your first 3 picks for the Browns, because that will not only allow them the opportunity to stay in a game with their defense, but also allow them to have some type of punch-you-in-the-face offense where you have a dump outlet, their running back is solid, and you have a fairly good to, I say, a B+ quarterback, and you have OBJ.
That'll work.
Okay.
The fact that neither of you have changed your face, you know what? Finn's got something.
I think he's on track on that one.
You want to know what? It's the Browns. No one cares. They're going to suck anyways.
I care. I want to see the Browns and Lions. The Browns and Lions Super Bowl is the one that I want to see the most before I die.
Well, then you better live for a few hundred years.
Hopefully I don't get the COVID. And if I do, I'm going to write, and that's my make-a-wish. Hey, Lions Super Bowl. I don't care how you got to fix it, like you did for Peyton Manning and how you did it for Tom Brady. Browns
and Aaron Rodgers.
He's only won 1 ring.
Exactly.
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah. See, the Patriots don't win the Super Bowl and see what happens.
Speaking of last year's Super Bowl, did you guys see the report of how the 49ers losing probably saved thousands of lives?
What?
Yes, because during that time that the parade would have happened in San Francisco and in California was right when the COVID had started really
getting to California
in that area. But it wasn't really well known that it was spreading yet for another few weeks. So they're saying that it would have spread like wildfire at the parade with that many people that close together, and them losing probably saved thousands of lives.
So next we got the Jets at number 11.
There was legit a report, an actual news report about it. I was like, wait, what?
Was it CNN?
No, real news, not CNN.
When the guy gets eaten by a shark but dies of COVID.
Man run over by a steamroller, dies of COVID.
Nancy Pelosi blames Trump.
So at number 11, we got the New York Jets.
Suck.
We know. But where do you think they're going to go? I think they're going to go offensive line.
It
they
would make
need
sense
help.
for them. Offensive line or defense, they lost.
Makes sense. They're not going to do it.
They
If
never do
their
anything that
linebackers
makes sense.
healthy, they're okay.
Well, let's think about this. We've given up and this is just 3 guys from Massachusetts just talking out of our asses. So
Yep.
really what we say doesn't matter. But we've shelled
What we
out,
say matters, damn it.
we've given up all of the offensive linemen that are within the top 10.
Yeah.
And
And some.
we're looking at the Jets at 11, so they're outside of it. At some point, you have to start looking at your top board prospects, and the linebacker and the corner are still sitting there.
They might go linebacker, but I doubt it. Maybe corner.
There's a
Go corner.
lineman. There's 2 D linemen within the top 10. I say they go either the secondary of defense or a defensive line, but either way, they
Yeah.
probably go defense.
Well, they like to
That's
spend big
right.
money at defensive corners, so they probably go there.
Well, it's not big money. It's all rookie salary cap, so it's not bad money for any of these players anymore.
Right. But it's still.
But as long as their linebacker stays healthy, yeah, maybe they'll go linebacker to beef up that linebacker in case he does get hurt again, because he missed a good portion of last year, and it was complete day and night difference when he was out there and not. So I see them going. They're going defense though. I'd see them going defense.
I mean, obviously, all these teams need offensive line. but
That's
at
why they're
some
all at the
point,
bottom.
They're going to start picking up other players.
They'll wait till later in the draft to pick up these players.
So next
How
we got
about
the Las Vegas Raiders. Now the stadium is almost done. Do you know that they're predicting
Yep, quarterback.
if this stadium that they're saying the stadium might actually not be done for the season because of this? Because this everything
Yeah,
because
they
they're
get to
still
shut down.
finishing up. They weren't supposed to be done until the second week of preseason with the stadium. And now they're saying that they may not be done for the opening day of their first home game. Nate, are you listening?
I am
No.
sorry. I'm opening up my beer and getting my drink on. And then I got a text message, so I got double distracted.
Oh, jeez.
I have
ADD.
not heard anything about the stadium being done or not done.
I heard it was no chance of getting done in time now.
Yeah.
I mean, Vegas has been shut down for a good few weeks, and they're talking it's going to be a long-term shutdown out there. Their only option of things getting back going is if a sports group like NBA or something move in and kind of rent all the hotels and whatnot and kind of quarantine their whole league in that area.
I actually got a call from Las Vegas Tourist Bureau the other day, and I'm sad that the call got disconnected because it was a lovely lady that I was talking. I had a really good conversation with her about she's like, yeah, it's like a ghost town here. There's nobody here. Vegas is hitting it the hardest. I'm sure she was trying to get me into some type of vacation package at some hotel, and I mean I wasn't drunk yet, so I didn't. I wasn't in the right place to say yes, but I was in the emotional state to be entertaining of her offer.
Did you ask her if the strip clubs were at least still open?
No, they're not.
Should have asked her, does it come with cold air intakes for Subaru Crosstreks or lift kits?
Well, did you see there's a few
Stuff I don't need.
there's a few strip clubs, not in our area, but around the country that are delivering food with their strippers are actually the delivery people now to the door.
I need you to slide in my DM about that.
No, there was a news story on it. I'd have to go
Yeah,
find
it
again.
was like a ABC news story, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, it was legit news story. It was crazy.
Oh, speaking of stories like this, Saturday night, Jason and I are doing a new episode of Talking Stuff Podcast.
Jason? Who's Jason?
Smitty. So
Thank you.
if either of you want to partake in the reindeer games, just let me know.
Reindeer games. I like to play reindeer games.
Yeah.
Isn't that where Grandma got run over?
Sometimes.
That's when Santa gave a pearl necklace to Mrs. Claus.
I don't think that was Mrs. Claus. I thought that was your mom.
No, that
So-
was Gail.
This doesn't. Oh.
Or a
So,
phone book.
so because Indy had the number 13th first round pick, but because they traded something, I don't know what they traded, San Francisco ended up with the number 13th pick. So San Francisco picking number 13. What do they actually need?
See, this is one of those teams that is going to take the best available player on the board.
Right. So what?
No, Nate, you don't kind of think. So, if I was San Fran, depending on
What did you
who's
touch,
left,
Nate?
I think they are going to go probably a. You know what they do need? They need another receiver because they picked up Emmanuel Sanders through the season. Yeah,
hey,
you're back.
there I am. Hi.
Hey, yeah. So
what did you touch?
They would probably
I
go
had
to
to
receiver.
cough, so I muted myself so you guys don't hear me coughing.
Ah.
And then I forgot what number I was.
You're number 4.
No, I'm number 3.
Oh.
Well, I'm number 2 on headphones, but I'm number 5, 6 on the board.
But number 1 in your heart.
I'm not using my actual mic because it doesn't really swing over this. Though I could, but.
But so yeah, I'd say they're probably gonna go wide receiver, probably the highest one left on the board.
Yep.
Sorry,
Just because
who are we talking about right now? The Raiders still?
San Francisco.
No, Niners. The Niners picked from Indy.
Yeah,
They're
number
good.
13.
What?
Defense.
I'd say they're gonna go offense, get a high-end receiver to replace Emmanuel Sanders.
No, they're probably gonna go defense and bolster that defense and continue to win on defense.
I think they realize they can't win it all on defense.
Yeah.
They need some offense.
They need
to
some
be able to
offensive
maintain.
weapons.
But they have Joey Bosa out there brushing in. If you get a solid pass rush on as a linebacker or even an edge rusher on the other side, then really you're just gonna.
But I feel like they already have a bunch of rushers on that front line.
Yeah, they have a ton of rushes. What they figured out is that if they don't have any actual pass weapons, the other teams don't respect it if they can stop the run.
Yeah, I think they have to go receiver because they did lose Emmanuel Sanders. He had a lot of impact on that offense once he was traded there, and I feel like that's where they'll go. Wide receiver. Okay.
So do you think they're going to take CeeDee Lamb or do you think they're going to take Jerry Jeudy?
It all depends who's still left at the board at that point in time. You never know.
Yeah, they'll take the highest.
Those top the other teams, where were they? Freaking top 12. I don't think any of them are going to take a wide receiver. Maybe Oakland or
no. There's a few. There's a few up there that had a chance to take receivers.
I don't think they would. That would just be. I mean,
It'd be
that's just
dumb, but we're not the ones.
It's dumb, but you got to remember this league is full of dumb GMs who are going to take players that they think are going to put points on the board to get more fans to watch their team.
Yeah, they get fans in the stands.
Well, no, they're going to be fans at home.
That too. Next, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers that have just picked up Brady. Where do you think they're going to go?
Tight end. They're trading their current tight end. They're trying to.
but there's no high-ranked tight end right now. So
I know.
That'd be a reach for them. If anything, it'd probably be O-line or...
They have a solid O-line. It's like nobody's leaving as far as I remember, right, Jeremy?
I don't know.
defense?
I could see them going defense. That defense was really turned it on the second half of the year.
Well,
They may add to the defense, maybe.
Maybe add to the defense. I don't think they'd go with
Maybe add another
young weapons.
I don't think they're going to take a wide receiver.
Maybe they're going to draft Brady's replacement.
I mean, that would make sense.
That makes sense. He has 2-year contract.
Yep.
Yeah, have a guy rock the bench for at least 2 years and then just be set up.
Bring him in. Hey, you got
learn,
2 years on the bench.
You
Once you're off
behind
the bench,
Brady.
you got 3 years.
Well, then you're looking at Jordan Love, and then
And the fact they'd have him under contract for 3 years after Brady left too. So
Yep.
you got him under a cheap rookie contract for 5 years.
you'd have to be really into Jordan Love.
You'd have to get someone that Brady would agree with. Yeah, he can be. I can work with him. I can train him to be the next guy.
Yeah.
Because you need Brady's buy-in too if you're going to push that way.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
'Cause Justin Herbert's already going to be gone. Joe Burrow's going to be gone. Tua is in theory going to be gone. The Tua wouldn't be a bad pickup because even if he's a bust, you're on a rookie deal. You let him ride the bench, make sure he's still fully healthy.
Yeah.
But the playing styles are different between the two of them. So that's not really going to translate, where Brady is legit old school pocket passer and Tua is a left-handed scrambler.
Yeah, and they don't need a wide receiver. They have plenty of weapons there. How's Tampa's running game?
It's fairly decent. It was fairly decent.
Right now.
What?
said you're in my brain. I was literally just thinking what running backs.
It's
no
decent. It's not great, but it's decent.
So the highest ranking running back right now is Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin.
Taylor Thomas?
And he's ranked up at number 32.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so they won't reach that far.
Yeah.
That's a huge reach. They could maybe reach...
It's not a great year for running backs this year. So
they could maybe get Xavier McKinney, who is a safety, who is ranked at 21 from Alabama. And that's still a reach.
Their running back this past year had 172 attempts for 724 yards.
Not bad. Like I said, it's not great, but it's not awful.
And that's with a 30 for 30
QB
quarterback.
Yeah. And last of the top 15, we got the Denver Broncos.
Wait, hang on. Did we figure out Tampa yet? I feel like we didn't even
I feel like that they're not gonna look for young weapon.
Why aren't you in the center if you're talking?
Huh?
He can't figure that one out. He can't figure out how to get himself to the center anymore.
No, I don't have me in the center. I have me over here. So I didn't have time to set up that other thing. So. Because it's not just setting up the screen, then I have to add it to the deck, and there's a lot more that has to go on now. So I think we decided on
draft Brady's
replacement.
Brady's heir apparent, or they go defense.
Yeah,
I think that's a strong statement, but I want to say I find it funny that this is Travis's show, but he managed to put himself into the side and have you and I be the one who bounces into the middle.
Well, it's because you just sat there and watched us talk to the
Travis being the cuck in the corner.
Yeah, remember I was the man behind the camera, and now I'm front stage most of the time.
Now you're sharing center screen with me.
And Trash just stays in the corner.
And again,
I can stay in the corner.
His show. This is 100% his show.
I think he likes the producer aspect of it. He doesn't have to do as much work. He goes, I'll just set everything up. You guys can talk for 2-3 hours straight about sports.
Hey, you guys are enjoying yourselves immensely the more you drink, so it gets better and better.
I need to buy beer. I'm like, all I have left is moonshine after tonight.
That's why I got. I went up to New Hampshire, the Market Basket. When I was up there, I got summer ales in cans, and I got porch rocker in bottles.
Did you have to stand in line out there?
For like 5 minutes. It wasn't bad at all. I went on a Saturday morning, too.
I had to do it at Home Depot.
I did that, too.
I was not thrilled. Did you?
Yeah, I did that at Home Depot. I returned the stuff that I got the day before.
I have so much shit to return from like a year ago that I haven't even...
From a year ago? I think you've run out of time.
I'm just going to go without a receipt.
Yeah, he'll get store credit half time.
Yeah, half the time, yeah.
Anyway, I used to work at Home Depot. I know how it goes.
Well, before you return it, let me know what it is. I might need it.
I have an oversized paint stick that I have absolutely no use for.
An oversized paint stick?
Yeah.
They give you those free.
It's
the extendable ones. Okay, that's different. Yeah. Jeremy needs that to paint his hallway upstairs.
No, I have one of those already.
Anyway.
So last of the top 15, we got the Denver Broncos. So
we talk about
the Broncos.
No, we have not.
No, you hit on them, what they might need, but you said they need an old QB.
Denver needs everything.
Yeah.
They do. They're a train wreck.
They're getting a new GM next year, so.
Yeah, I have a feeling that.
So
he's not going to have his choice of who he wants this year. It's going to be very limited. They're going to kind of tell him who they're picking.
Well, so here's my question to you both, the Watson brothers, is you are the new GM of the Denver Broncos.
Yep.
How do you reestablish your team?
Defense first. Build that defense back up.
I'm waiting on you, Thick.
That's almost a team I would wholesale.
You have no choice. You accepted that you are the GM,
but you
are responsible for building this franchise.
Yes, but by fixing it, I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of people. I'm gonna have to get rid of a lot of people that think they know something, then they don't, and they suck at their job.
Now, see, you use your key players on defense. You build that defense back up. You start winning on defense, and you slowly build your offense up after the fact. You get that defense back up because guess what? That team won with a quarterback that couldn't freaking pick his own damn arm up on defense.
Facts.
So you build that defense back up.
But
you
they
still have probably
about they were over the cap. It was basically everybody was a 1-year contract because nobody could be paid that second year.
It doesn't matter.
No, I have a question.
That was their goal. Their goal was to win a Super Bowl. You know how infrequent it is for a team to win a Super Bowl, unless you're the Patriots in the past 20 years. Nate knows his team has
won
two
once.
Historic franchise quarterbacks, and they have 2 Super Bowl wins in a 30-year span. Right, Nate?
Nate's raising his hand.
I have something to interject here.
I call on Nate.
So, let's say I am the general manager of the Denver Broncos, picking at 15.
Yep.
Who's my quarterback?
I don't care. I take the best defensive edge rusher.
Hang on. Because essentially, Drew Lock. Oh, he's supposedly good. All right, I take back what I was going to say. It's because you're at 15, and you can still do this. You have Detroit at 3, the Giants at 4. So you have Detroit and the Giants at 3 and 4. They don't need a quarterback, and if you're looking at the potential top list, you have Chase Young, who's going to go. You have Joe Burrow, that's going to go. You have a linebacker, a corner, and a quarterback. 3, 4, 5. Defensive line at 6. O-line at 7. Do you trade your pick
to trade
one
up
of the other teams to move up in the draft to get one of these other players that you think that would help your team?
Trade a first and a third round to get up higher.
Well, yeah. The issue is how the point things are broken down. If you want to get up that high, you're franchising your draft to get up that high.
See, I would trade my 15 to move up into maybe the Giants or Miami.
What spots? 3 and 4?
4 and 5.
Yeah.
You're looking probably about 80% of your draft picks to get up that high.
Now I might consider moving up to 7.
Panthers
pick to either get a solid lineman or a solid defensive player at 7. Because that's what you're looking at. You're looking at edge, quarterback, linebacker, cornerback, quarterback, defensive line, offensive line. Then 8 is an offensive line. You have your franchise quarterback with Drew Lock, presumably. Let's build a line around Drew Lock. So if you move up into 7, you can take Tristan Wirfs.
No, you're not going to get the amount you're going to waste trying to move up that high is going to you're going to end up spending 4 high-end draft picks to get up for one player.
Let's look at the Panthers though. What do they need? They have.
It doesn't matter what they need. All the draft positions have a standard graded point system developed around it now. So in order to jump that high, you need to offset the points.
Well,
so you have to add a ton of players in, or a ton of draft picks in.
I'm the GM for Denver. You're the GM for the Panthers.
Journey's not trading shit with you.
What would you take for me to take your number 7 pick, and you take my 15?
Your first this year, your second, third, 5th this year, and 3rd and 4th next year.
How about I give you my 15, I give you my 7 this year, I give you my 2nd next year, and I give you my compensatory pick the following year after that.
Nope.
Depending on how it goes.
Nope.
Really?
Not a chance. You're about 400 points short.
All right, Travis, you are the GM for the Jaguars at number 9.
Okay.
That makes no sense. Travis would be the GM for them.
I'm going to give you my 15 pick. I'm going to give you my 5-round pick this season.
Your 5th round pick?
But he jumped from a 7th to a 5th, and he's going down spots now.
1 spot. I'll give you my 15. I'll give you my 5. I'll give you my 3rd in the following year. So was that 21? And then I'll give you 2022. I'll give you number 6.
You're holding your 6th round, so you're gonna give me the first. You're 15.
You get a 1, a 5, a 2, and a 6.
Not close enough, I don't think.
Really? You wouldn't take all that? Because then you guys are suckers.
No, you're the sucker.
How?
You're thinking just this season.
I'm not.
No, you're thinking long term.
I would take those compensatory, all those picks, and leverage them the following year to move up in the draft.
It's very hard to move up in the draft now because they have the draft point charts.
Yeah.
So in every position, every spot, where is it? Every spot per round has a designated point value.
Do you know how this happened, Nate? Belichick.
No.
Because he jumped around so often and was able to move up the board so often that when he first started out at the Pats, they had to create a point system so that way these other people that thought they were going to get a ton of picks or like this, that, and the other thing, they thought they were getting a ton of stuff.
Nate, check the Facebook or the Skype chat thing. I just sent you the link to their point chart.
And then the people were realizing that these picks weren't as great because he's been watching these college kids and has notes on these college kids for the next year, the year after, and the year after that. So these other teams who thought they were getting great picks realized real quickly that they weren't. And it's always the Pat's favorite thing to say. They trade away picks.
Estimate of their point value, but depending where you look, it's a little different. But it's all basically a same proportional amount.
So to go from 15, which is 1,050 points, to number 9, you need 1,350 points. But the minute you get out of that first round, the minute you get out of 16, the points starts dropping like a rock.
How the fuck do I make that any kind of bigger on Chrome?
Here, I'm going to put this down over here.
I got it.
So, I mean, you got to think, if your first round pick is worth 3,000, in theory, 3,000 points.
Yeah.
Your number one pick is 3,000. Your first pick in the second round has dropped to 580 points. That's how quickly it drops.
Yeah.
Between the first pick and the 16th pick, you drop 2,000 points.
Okay, so using that, Jeremy, I offered you my first round pick at 15. That's 1,050.
Okay, I'm currently at what, 4 or 8, 7 or 8?
7. That's 1,500. So with that, I gave you a lot.
So you were.
I might retract mine because I gave you my 15 at 1,050. I gave you my second, which is 1,560. So I just gave you.
Oh, and your second? No, it's your second round.
I gave you.
Second round pick is worth.
Second round pick of the following year
460,
depending on where you are.
Well, no, you're never going to base someone's pick higher than it. If as soon as you go to the next year, it drops significantly.
So okay. So you get 1,050. Let's say 380. Let's say I make the 20th pick of the second round. It's 380. So now you have 13, 14, 20.
Okay.
And then the third year, I gave you a 6. So I move up to 6. That's 240. So
what happens if you make the 64th pick overall?
And you said that wasn't enough.
It isn't.
That's exactly spot on with what your pick was.
No, because next year this is going up.
You're still about 100 points short. If you take your first this year, that's, say, 500 points, 450. Your second pick next year, the assumption is you're going to get better. So the max you're going to get is maybe 420 out of that.
And I gave a 380.
So 380 there.
So
you're still
15, 10, 5.
You're still 70 short. And then you said a 6th eventually.
A six for what did I say for the third round?
You didn't say a third rounder.
For the following year.
No, that was the second round of the following year.
No. So next 2021 you get a second round. 2022 you get a third.
Yeah, but people
Or
don't.
you get a
The
pick,
issue.
I'll do like a 7.
The issue with most GMs, they're not playing the long game anymore. Because they currently live in a league has exactly. So a lot of GMs are not willing to make trades that could possibly benefit their.
So let's look at it this way: if I have a 15 at 10-5, right?
Yeah.
You get my first round, so that's 10-5. You're sitting at 15. I give you what? Shit. What is the next pick for? Who am I advocating for?
Broncos.
I think we're done.
I'm starting to get a little drunk.
I think we're done with that one.
Well, hang on. So
basically, we're saying that for Denver to move up, it's going to cost them an arm or leg and their firstborn.
Well, hang on. Let's go.
It always does.
First round, you get my 15. I give you my third round, which is 195. So that brings up 11 something. And I give you my second round next year.
You're in the ballpark, but I wouldn't do it.
No, I would.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at least worth thinking about.
It is, but it's still in. A lot of teams aren't willing to trade down, especially in the first round, unless it's a lot better than it's well past the point value.
Yeah,
that's the issue.
So
because a first round draft pick should in theory be starting for you this year, and a lot of those teams in the top area need players to start for them now.
Yeah, but I think a lot of these teams have potential. It's just I'm just kind of looking at some of these teams like.
I'm sure you could trade the Pats for their first rounder.
I think the Cardinals probably have the most leverage to maybe trade around because they made so much off-season moves that they have a chance where they could really option off their first-round pick.
Well, yeah, but they'd want a lot of picks in return because they've leveraged a lot of them away.
Yes, they have. To get some of those not free agents, but the trades done, they got rid of a lot of picks this year. So Denver needs a lot of picks to move up. They need a QB or they need basically defensive players. Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, that's what we as
that's
GMs,
what we think.
I'd build their defense back up and go from there.
And I think we need to wholesale half the team and get some.
I don't disagree with Denver needing defense, but I think if they're planning on Drew Lock being their franchise quarterback, you got to kind of work on giving him
some weapons.
Whatever relevant tools are available at 15 for offense, give those and then build around for future picks.
See, I think a lot of teams are willing to take. They're gonna waste their first round draft pick on a well-known commodity, someone that's well-known that they feel is going to be that player. They're not going to take a flyer on someone. And I feel like you're more apt to pick up a defensive player high in the draft because the defensive game between college and pros, it's the same damn game. Where offense, it's a very hit or miss.
Well, Denver's looking at 15 for the first round, 14 for the second. They have three third rounds, 13, 19, 31. Fourth round is a 12. Fourth round is a 31. And that's just in the top 4 rounds. So they have a lot of potential draft picks available to them.
All right. So let's finish this
up
with some...
let's see what a mock draft has Denver doing.
Well, while you're looking at that, I'm going to get onto the Pats picks this year. So this year...
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah. Well, they need to pick up quite a bit of stuff this year.
Travis cares because he's been neglecting the Patriots news for weeks.
Hey, you ready?
It says there hasn't been any Pats news.
And CBS Sports has them picking in their mock draft.
All right, what has got?
DJ Henderson, cornerback.
So, looking at the Broncos, they have a first, a second, 3 thirds, 2 fours, a 5, a 6, and 3 sevens.
Now, I don't like this mock draft, but I don't want a quarterback in their first pick.
No.
So if you look at that, if you consider what Denver has, they have enough this year to move up if they really want to.
Yeah, if they want
Just
to.
based off of what they have, they could swap out their first round, give up their third they got from this one of their thirds. Let's say they give up their original at number pick 13. You give up a fourth and you give up a seventh. Now you're instantly now a contender for a upper first round draft pick, even with the point system.
Oh, but CBS Sports has them taking wide receiver Henry Ruggs from Alabama.
Everybody's guessing at this point. They're just throwing rocks at a wall.
Well, the issue is no one can bring anyone in for meetings or anything, so they have absolutely no clue who is going where for what or anything like that. Like normally you kind of
see who's going in and out of the building.
Yeah, like who got brought in for workouts, who got brought in for interviews, past combine.
Right now, everybody's just going on Skype.
Exactly, everything's done online, so there's no paper trail. There's no documents of things going places. It's just everyone's on everything all the time.
Well, as I started saying, Pat's News. Basically, their picks for this year. The first round, they got the number 23. That was an assigned pick. And our next is a third round, number 87, which was an assigned pick. We also have 2 more third rounders, a 98 and a number 100. They were compensatory. Thank you. Compensatory picks for Trey Flowers and Trent Brown. Then we have the fourth round. You get 125 from the Chicago Bears from a trade. Then we have a fifth rounder, number 172, from the Detroit Lions for a Derman Harmon. Sorry. Sixth round, we got 195. We don't have 199 this year, unfortunately. From the Denver Broncos for Duke Dawson. Yeah. Sixth round, number 204. From the Houston Texans for Keon Crozen. I don't know who that is. Sixth round, number 222. Compensatory pick for Cordell Patterson. Sixth round pick for a compensatory pick for Malcolm Brown was 213. And last round, 7th round, number 230.
17th round?
17th round. That's what it's going to feel like. Woo! Hey, it starts next week. We can go do it live. It actually starts Thursday, so we should be halfway through, so we can watch it and talk about it while we're actually doing it. Number 230 from the Atlanta Falcons, part of Jordan Richmond's trade. And that is all their picks for this. Oh, sorry. One more 7th rounder. We got number 241 from the Seattle Seahawks, or Jacob Holster. That's it.
Jacob what? You wanna guess his name again?
Jacob Hollister.
Hollister. Tight end traded to Seattle.
Ah, okay.
Nate, why does he think he knows sports?
I don't read names.
The worst. He thinks he knows English.
The worst part, I wasn't even looking at his thing anymore, and yet I still knew it better than he did.
I was too busy texting on the forum.
I can see that.
Yes, we were talking.
Apparently, the Chris likes to talk in third person.
The Chris does like to talk in third person. That's why we don't call him the Chris anymore.
Chris likes spicy chicken. So I decided to take a look at what the Packers mock draft is looking like. Because, I mean, why not? So at number, they have the 30, the 62, the 93rd, the 136, the 175, 192, 208, 209, 236, and 242. We're looking at a wide receiver in the first round with his Jalen Reagor Offensive tackle Austin Jackson, potentially in the second. Third round, Lamar Jackson, corner. Fourth round at 136 is tight end Thaddeus Moss. Francis Bernard, inside linebacker at 135 or 175. Robert Windsor, defensive tackle at 192. Brian Cole, safety at 208. 209, we're looking at quarterback Anthony Gordon. At number 236, Kendall Coleman, who is an edge. And 242, which is DJ Dallas, which that is a stripper name and a half. Golly, if my name was DJ Dallas, I would be doing all the porn.
all of the windmills
and the light switches.
Has anyone heard if they're changing any of the draft, like the time each team gets to select a player this year?
I haven't heard anything about that.
No,
I'm trying to, because it starts at 8 next Thursday.
Oh, right before we start.
So
an hour before we start.
Yes.
Well, here's a question that we could probably talk off camera, but let's do it on camera because why not?
Because we're here already, right?
Do we decide to go live at 8 and then do our show in conjunction with the draft and report the draft picks as they come in until the draft is done?
That would be the first real sports news we've had all year.
I say we start late. We start at 9. We can recap the top probably 4 to 6 teams that have picked. Because if I recall, they get 15 minutes in the first round per selection.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to...
And what we should probably do before that is watch the movie Draft Day.
No, they get 10 minutes per pick in the first round.
So that will give them 6 picks before we get there.
Yeah, so we're only going to have 6 picks up there to talk about. So by the time we're done, we're maybe 12 picks in, 13.
That should work.
Or no, actually, no, probably like 20 picks in by the time we're done.
20 picks, if we call it at midnight.
So maybe we'll make the Patriots pick it when we're still live.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the Asian persuasion, the kimchi poppy, Matt over here.
You should.
To take part in the draft show.
If I have to come over there, I'll come over there and help you fix your camera, so that way you can get more than one person on.
I was going to say, what I can do is I can shift myself to mic 1. He can be on mic 4. That's about 6 feet apart. Social distancing from inside the studio.
Nate, your arms aren't long enough to reach around for 6 feet apart.
Or we could go crazy and just throw caution to the wind, and we all broadcast from the Talking Stuff studio.
Oh, our inaugural
Yeah.
podcast from the studio on draft
All
night.
4 of us at the desk doing the draft show.
Oh, I guess I'm coming there right at like 4:30 or 5 o'clock when I'm done, so that way I can set up the stream deck and everything.
That's a lot of work to do for you.
It is.
I don't know.
Maybe I'll come over this weekend.
My current commute to and home from the podcast has been pretty convenient recently. Just like my current commute to work and home has been pretty convenient.
I've been worried about this the whole time. The fact that we have successfully figured out how to do.
Well, everybody but you.
Whatever. We've successfully been able to do a YouTube live show from 3 separate locations. I feel we will never, ever be in the same place at the same time. Knowing that we get shit-faced at home, walk upstairs to our bedrooms, and pass the fuck out.
It's funny part is all of us have to walk upstairs.
Like the national radio stuff, like they're always, you listen to it right now, they're always glitching out. There's so many issues going on constantly. You're just like, really, guys? Come on.
You're a radio. You have no video.
Setting this shit up.
We are running on janky ass equipment that, well, mostly janky. I think Jeremy, have the cheapest amount of equipment at your location.
Yeah.
Yes, I have headphones and a microphone.
and Travis, you have the mid-range of recording equipment.
Yes, the highest end computer and internet.
You're the hub, and I have the highest end recording equipment, but like I don't even know where I am.
You have a good mid computer, good for streaming and stuff like that. Okay, internet, but for bringing as much information in as we're bringing in right now, and put it back out, it may be a little rough until we figure that out.
But the sheer fact that the three of us, who this is like a hobby, is managing to make this work, where people like this is their livelihood,
Can't figure it out.
struggling is just amazing.
They're struggling, and they're having professional people from their studio come in and set everything up for them.
Yeah. And I got a stream deck. We got a camera. You have my other camera. And Jerry's using his computer.
I have a laptop camera.
Oh.
And some foam walls behind me.
Yeah.
How is your basement? Are you staying warm with this frosty, frozen tundra that we managed to receive in April?
Well, I currently have my temp set for 55.
He's wearing a T-shirt.
And it's still 62 in here, according to my thermostat.
Look at you.
And he's wearing a T-shirt, so it's got to be warmer down there now.
Wearing a T-shirt. It's on my desk. It says it's 64 behind the bag of popcorn.
What about your corner?
Hold on. I can't see it. The light's in the way.
So what I'm trying to do, so I was telling Travis how I ordered some shirts off of $6tshirts.com, and I would love for them to supply us with T-shirts to wear on the show. So I'm going to try to reach out to them and see if they can facilitate that after I ordered some shirts.
That'd be good.
It's about 65 in the corner, so.
Wow.
But
Much warmer than it used to be down there.
Yeah. Before the temp used to be like maybe 50 if you were lucky.
So was it a little chilly down there this morning until you turn on the heat?
No, I have the thermostat kick on. By the time I walk down at 5:55, it's already up to temp.
5:55. That's funny.
Is that what time you go to work?
I get to work for 6, so I walk down around 5:55, start the computer up, and start away.
Everybody can't see this, but that just dropped my jaw. I go in for 8, and my alarm is set for 8.
Alarm?
You know the worst part?
Who sets an alarm? The kids wake me up around 8:30. I get my coffee. I'm down here by 9.
Scout wakes me up at 6:37.
Well, it's because you got to go pee.
Yeah, I let him out to pee. I come back into bed. I turn my alarm on to wake me up at 8, so that way I can come into work.
Remember, I have Jasmine. She's like, oh, wait, the sun's up? No, I can sleep a couple more hours.
Yeah, see, the thing is, I still wake up between 3:30 and 4:30, still have my morning coffee and watch the news, and then I go, oh, it's time to go downstairs to work.
Shit, that reminds me. I ran out of coffee this morning.
I moved
and Price Chopper's not 24 hours right now. F!
Yeah, they close at 10.
If I wasn't almost drunk, I would bring you coffee.
How
You
much
know
coffee
you
you
can
got,
do?
Nate? I might take a ride. This is.
Hey, you want to know what you can do? If you order on the go on Dunks, you can get a free coffee for the next time. They're doing it this week. And you get a free donut for free donut Friday.
It is if I go first in the morning.
Friday. Fuck yeah, bitches.
So you might have to wake up a little early and go take a 2-minute drive.
Yeah,
but if you order on the app, you get if you order like on the go order, you get a free drink thing.
So, Travis, what you do is you go to your car, you start it, turn your seat on, go back into your garage. No, you turn your heater on in the garage, you go out to the car, start your car, come back into the garage, smoke your cigarette, and go back out to your car, which will have a warm seat and warm. Go get your coffee and come home.
What, right now?
No, tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning before you go to work.
Oh, Amanda said some Dunks are doing free delivery over $10.
Really?
Maybe it's worth a coffee for you.
I wonder if they do grounds. I can get grounds delivered, but I haven't seen any thing that I can get a delivery over here.
No, probably not.
So Amanda, if you know of Dunkin' Donuts that's doing delivery in Gardner, let me know.
Probably not this area.
Check out DoorDash. I had a dude
I
at
tried
Kenny's ordering for DoorDash.
I tried DoorDash, and this doesn't have anything about Dunks. It says Grubhub has Dunks, but it doesn't.
I do have to say that if either any listener or viewer and you guys go to Texas Roadhouse and take advantage of their thing, it's crazy. Like,
their steaks are cheap too.
Yeah, for 4 steaks, 4 sides, and a big ass salad is like $30.
Well,
And
no, they're non-cooked steaks. You can get like a
really
big fillet for like $12 or something.
But I got 4 6-ounce steaks, and that's like a solid meal with 2 sides, and I've been eating for like 4 days straight.
Well, that's because you eat like a
A bird.
Well, and their salads are big as shit too. Granted, it's for like a bunch of people, but their one salad is a solid meal. Granted, I'm eating for just me, and you guys are eating for family. But I mean, I'm saying the deals at Texas Roadhouse now are pretty legit.
Yeah, let's see what's their to-go menu, because you can get non-cooked stuff from them now.
Oh.
I don't.
All right, guys.
But yeah, that's worth looking into
You
too.
know where to go. You don't go in for 9.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the one that's got to be.
No,
back
we're
work
at
in
2
4
hours.
Worth commute.
He's got to be up in 4 hours. Well, we've been on for 2 hours and 35 seconds. So.
All right. Well, at this point in the show, we open the lines to viewer questions and comments.
Our 5
Yeah.
concurrent viewers. So between you 2 watching, so that means we have 3 concurrent viewers.
We have Amanda and
Jeremy opened to the question of.
No, I said minus that question.
Well, no, hey, minus that question. Any listener questions? Mine's why Chris
supposed to say
sucks
minus.
so much at everything. That what it says minus?
It was supposed to say minus.
Oh.
I spell checked mine.
And that's when I said that Chris is awesome at everything. I think about going to a mohawk or shaving it all off.
We can shave
it all off.
We can
You
reverse
look like
mohawk it.
You look like a 2000 teenager right there with that hair color. All you gotta do is brim the front, and you'd be a 2000 teenager again. Spike the front, yeah.
See if I can do it.
That's high school right there. Right, Amanda?
I don't think she's old enough to remember that.
She's only like 2 years younger than me.
So she's Mo's age.
I have no idea how old anybody is.
We're all too old for this shit.
All right, guys. Oh my God!
No questions. No
I
questions.
don't think so.
Yeah, take advantage of Texas Roadhouse, especially their uncooked shit. It's even cheaper.
Yeah,
Everybody stay safe.
Anybody that's listening, stay safe out there. Wash your damn hands. If you find hand sanitizer, sanitize your damn hands.
Can I lick my hand and give you a handshake?
Ugh, not even out of this. Would I appreciate that.
He won't even reach in a bag of chips after somebody's reached in a bag of chips.
Against McDonald's.
Amanda, why would anyone drink McDonald's coffee?
Right, I was just ignoring that statement.
Not the worst coffee. Seattle's best is the worst coffee.
Yes. All right, everybody. Yes. Have a nice night.
Good night, everyone. Love you. See y'all.
Bye. That's all, folks. Maybe we'll have sports.
What'd you say?
I said maybe we'll have sports again.
Maybe we'll have sports again. That'd be nice.
We got drafted at least, right?
Talk about
I meant to
money
bring up
away.
the fact that the NBA is doing horse competitions.